So when you're ready, just relax on the brake and we'll just ease round to the,
Should we go around that
round to the
roundabout?
right. I think you're turning from the left, it's fine. Nice and slow going out here because there's always loads of pedestrians going. You're on film.
Where are we going?
Going to go around that way.
Oh.
We're coming down here. There we go.
Sorry, I thought we were going round the roundabout.
We're going down there. So
Good start.
if we come into reverse, just move the slips all the way up. That's
Yeah.
it. Now just come back with a little bit of right
Oh
hand
my
down.
God. First bit wrong, that's a good start.
Now just stop there. Okay, and we're going to bear round to the left just up here. And the connecting road, Polly, is just a strict 30 limit along here, so we'll just keep the speed down because this gives us access to all the different parts of the facility.
So just ahead.
Yeah, just follow it straight ahead. You can turn over. So the slip plan you saw, of course, the wet circle. We've got the north track here. We just keep the speed right down here, just at 30. And we've got the braking areas on the right. We've got the wet straight and the dry and dynamic. Now what we'll do is we'll turn right just here, where the SL's going, between those two blue cones.
Oh, thank you.
There's loads of room there. There's much more than you think.
Okay.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's somebody behind you. You just do it the same as you would if you're on the road. And if you come round to your right as you come in here, round to your right, come into that open box behind the arrow. And just bring us to a stop just in this box here. Track control, could we have some water on the straight? Thank you. Just let you go like this. Now what I'm going to get you to do here, Polly, is drive onto there at 35 miles an hour.
Oh my God.
Not what he was doing. You're going to come onto there at 35, and when I ask you to stop, I want you to stop as quick as you can.
Shove the brakes on.
Absolutely. Just wait till he's exited. Okay, where you go?
So straight ahead.
Right down the middle of it, yeah. Just 35, don't go beyond 35. Get to 35 and then just relax at that speed. But when I ask you to stop, absolutely full on. Stop. Feel the ABS coming on, can't you? Yeah. So that's allowing you, that's giving you control in steerage, because otherwise the wheels would have been locked there and the car would have been sliding and slithering all the way down the road. Now go to move away fairly briskly. You feel something happening there?
Skidding.
Yeah, that was the ESP system stopping the rear wheels from spinning. It was detecting that they were about to spin up. So it applies the brakes. Just come down to the stop junction here. Just bring us to a stop. You right there?
Yeah.
Now if you just take us ahead, you can go on the slip plan. So just keep us moving, Go between the two blue cones. Keep us moving between the cones. Don't worry about the digs on the right, nothing will come through there. Now just keep us moving, Polly, because we'll be in his way. Keep us moving, just get in the centre lane. And we'll just drive around you a little bit before we get you to do anything, but just no more than jogging pace, just sort of steady. Now this material on here is the same as that wet straight. It's like ice when you mix it with water.
Yeah.
So if you just come down on the accelerator, just give the accelerator a little blip.
Off it.
No, on it, just come on the accelerator, come on.
Oh,
Just
God,
feel what
yeah.
happened there, yep.
Oh, God.
So a rear-wheel drive car, so we can provoke that type of skid in a rear-wheel drive car if we're not careful. So you imagine this was a big roundabout, early in the morning, a bit icy. Try that again. You can feel the ESP coming in, yeah? It's that stability system that's... What it's doing, it's applying the brakes to the driven wheels.
Okay.
Try it again. See the pre-safe came in there, yeah. Because it's measuring what's happening and how long it's taking us to recover from it, and it's basically prepping us for an impact or a collision.
Yeah.
Try it again. Just come on the gas. Now, if I turn the system off, see it's telling me on the dash now it's off.
Yeah.
Just bring the speed down a little bit. And just do that again on the accelerator.
Alright.
See what it does for us. Go all the way around to your right. All the way around.
So when I skid, do I try and correct it with the wheel?
Yeah, if we provoke that type of skid or we get into that situation, which you can in a front wheel drive car as well, we can still get into an oversteer situation. What we need to do is steer where we want to go. So if we're going on a right hand radius and it oversteers, the back of the car will go to the left, the front will go to the right, so we need to steer to the left, yeah? To carry on in the direction we're going.
Yeah.
So just provoke it and then we'll correct it. So what I'll say is, I'll say gas, get you to provoke it, and then I'll say steer. And when you come to steer to correct it, make sure you're off the gas. Take your foot off, because that's the cause, isn't it? It's the accelerator's causing it. So just come on the gas there, just provoke it, and steer. That's it. And again, gas. Gas, steer, that's it. The quicker it occurs, the quicker we need to steer.
Okay.
And again, gas. Steer. Only enough though. Because if you steer too much, or in fact too early, when it hasn't actually occurred, you end up just turning left. So again, gas. Gas, steer. Yeah, once it gets to about 45, 50 degrees, come round to your left.
Turn around.
Come round all the way around. This way,
Right.
to your left. Yeah, once we go in one direction, we stay in that direction. You only have a maximum of 2 cars on here at a time. So just get yourself right in the middle of the lane. So now try again from there. Gas. Steer. Good. Excellent. That's the way. And again, gas. Steer. See how difficult it could be to keep control of a car if you didn't have these systems, because it's retaining a little bit of input. You can feel it, can't you, the noise of it. But if I turn it back on again, now do it again, you'll feel it.
Oh yeah, because you
The difference is quite big.
Yeah.
Do it again. Come on the gas again. Put your foot hard. Put your foot on the floor, on the gas pedal. See, the harder you push the gas, the harder the system works. And if I turn it off, you can do it yourself. Just turn it off. And again, just provoke it. See the difference.
Oh, it's still going.
But of course, if we drive on here nice and smoothly, like you are now, the car doesn't skid. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like we're driving on ice. This is like ice we're on, but it's not. It's not falling off the road, is it? It's just coming around here
Yeah.
perfectly well.
Yeah.
So it's all skidding is all caused by drivers. Whereas people,
Okay, so
we tend to
just went
blame the
slowly
conditions,
now.
don't we? Say, oh, I hit black ice, as if the black ice was sitting there waiting for you. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not really like that.
So
It's,
if you just went slowly.
if we're nice and slow and deliberate and calm and smooth, you don't lose control.
So this surface isn't like a rainy day. This is like
No,
a
no,
icy
no.
day.
That's ordinary tarmac there on the right, and ordinary tarmac on the left. It all looks the same, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
If you just put one wheel on across there. Now accelerate. It's only
God, so
it's only working on this side, you see.
yeah.
Because that side is like normal tarmac, so
Yeah.
it's completely different.
Okay.
Now you're back on it again.
Yeah. Okay.
Now accelerate a little bit. Good. Now what I'll get you to do is I'll get you to brake. All right, we'll come around here, and when I say stop, I want you to come full on the brakes like we did on the straight, but I want you to stay on course. Because what the
With
car,
the brake on.
what the car will want to do when you brake, it'll try and creep left. because the weight of it will want to go to the left. So just get up to a sort of fast jogging pace, and when I say stop, I want you absolutely full on the brakes. Go a little bit quicker, just a little bit quicker, and stop. Full on the brakes, full on the brakes, full on the brakes. So the system's all working overtime in this environment, really working hard.
It felt like it was just stopping there.
Keep steering, keep steering. Okay, let's exit this time. Just turn your grip back on. So you're going to turn left between the two blue cones. And then you're going to bear to the right, up to the right. And then turn left onto the centre. We'll turn right between the blue cones again, but then we'll go on to the dry braking area, so we're going to pull up alongside that other CLS where he was, but to the right of where he is in lane 2. So go over into lane 2 there, that will just bring us to a stop facing downrange. Good. Now we need to wait until he's gone.
Okay.
Now what I'll get you to do down here is drive down here, fast as you like down here. But when I ask you to stop, I want you to stop as quick as you can, like you did on the wet straight. Yeah? Okay.
So it's just a straight line?
Yeah, yeah, just straight line. Where you go? Stop. Okay. Do you think you could have stopped quicker?
Yeah.
Yeah, much quicker. Let's try that again. Just take us to the end, just normal pace, and we'll exit the bottom. We'll come round. We'll do that again. We'll do that again.
Okay, thank you.
So now you've got a gauge of it. Yeah, this time when I ask you to stop, absolutely full on the brakes. Okay.
Okay. So on this road there?
Yeah, round to your left. Dead end.
I think I was too scared to just absolutely do it, even though I know you told me to.
It's best to find out about all this here, isn't it, than on the road. That's the thing.
Yeah, but
Find out how
my
a car
would
will
be very
react.
different.
Do you think it would?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know really. Different tyres, different weight.
If you were to brake in your own car coming down here, what year is your car?
2001?
Has it got ABS?
I wouldn't have said so.
Okay. Don't know if it would. How would you know if it's got ABS?
Maybe you can feel it?
When you turn the ignition on, it will be on the light cluster.
Oh no, then I don't
You'll get an ABS symbol.
So when I accelerate, I just press down hard.
Well, we don't want to create wheel spin because it's a little bit damp on the surface, because you notice if you accelerate really hard, you'll get a bit of wheel spin and the ESP comes in, which kind of slows it down. So just try and move away without creating any wheel spin, but try and accelerate hard. Yeah, so you're just building it up. Where you go. Stop. Notice this time the hazards come on
Oh yeah.
automatically, because the deceleration sensor has considered how much you braked and how quickly you stopped. So now it's put the hazards on to warn vehicles behind us.
That's clever.
So as you're going to move away now, just at normal pace to exit, it'll turn that off automatically. If you come round to the left here,
Took a while to stop, didn't it?
well, yeah, but it
Scary.
won't. A car won't stop dead. No
No, I
car
know,
will.
I know,
That's the
that's-
yeah. Now what we're going to do now, Polly, we'll turn right here, but before we enter the North Circuit, just sort of stop, just with your wheels over this double white line. Just stop us there. Now, the only place we can stop on the circuit is there's a little pit bay just here on the left,
Yep.
alongside this barrier. We'll just wait for this next. Okay, we can move on to the traffic. And it's important we keep between the white lines. You notice the red cones down here at the start of each bend, so the idea is to keep, for instance, the right hand, if we keep to the left, we get a better steering line and a better view if you relate it to the road.
So
Likewise,
edge towards
yeah,
it
so each
and-
toward that. And as you come around this right-hander then, ease towards that one on the right, and now let the car come back over to the left in preparation for the bend at the end, which is another right-hander. So as we come down here, if you keep over to the left, well over to the left, that's it. And then about a car's length beyond it, you start to smoothly turn in. That's it, good. And as you come around this right-hander, if you keep to the left as you come around here, you get a better steering line, and if you relate it to the road, you get a much better view, and it's quicker. If I put it in sport mode, what that'll do is hold on to each gear a little bit longer. So it gives us a little bit more of a brisker drive, if you like. Yeah, you can accelerate a little bit more. Accelerate a touch more. Keeping out to the left initially. Pace is fine. Carry that pace into there. It's alright. What I'm going to get you to do is move into that pit bay as we come down here near the entrance. So as we come here, you can just move over to the left, over the line, and then just move into that little pit bay there. That's it. Just let them pass. Just bring us to a stop there. Just let the SLS pass. You've got another.
I've got it in way faster than me.
Okay, we'll move back in. But I'll go with the manual.
Oh,
Yeah, so in order to use it, you need to put your hands in the T-bar, get your thumbs in the T-bar, that's it, keep your hands in that position. Because the other advantage with this now is you know where the wheels are pointed all the time, if you relate back to what we were doing on the circle. So if I put it to manual, it's now in third gear, you change up on the right and down on the left. So if you just click the paddle with your middle finger on the right, there's fourth, that's it. And then if we just focus on the brake here for the bend, click the paddle on the left, come down to third, that's it, got it. It's alright, just stay in second gear actually. Just come down to second again. Just leave it in second.
do I need to move away from
Yeah,
them?
we'll move into the bay again. Come left, just keep us moving, keep moving into it. Just bring us to a stop. at a speed that's comfortable. So it's already pre-programmed first now, look, so we just come into second. That's it. So, if you wanted to go a little bit quicker, if you just come on the gas a little bit more there, Polly, stay in second, position to the left. Your pace is alright for this bend, just look and turn in, look where you want to go. Now just come onto the gas there a little more, use the width, stay on the gas, come on, stay on the gas, come into third. Now you can accelerate. Go on, go. Keep over to the left as you come down here, come onto the brakes, down to third.
Oh, I flashed instead.
Okay, come down to second gear.
Oh, I know.
Click it down with the left hand pump.
Again.
Yeah. And again, down to second. That's it. Now just stay in second gear. Good, pace is fine. Stay with that. Good. Accelerate just a little bit more. Stay in second gear. As you come down to this right hand, just stay on the left hand side. Start turning in now. Good. Back on the gas again. Now you can accelerate fairly briskly. Come up into third, the right hand paddle. Keep accelerating. Fourth gear, right hand paddle. Okay, focus on the brakes. Click it down. Turn in. Come down to second gear, left hand paddle. Now just focus on the steering position and stay in second. SLS, we're coming off this time. Now we're going to come to the left, just indicate. We're going to come off this time. I'll put you back into an auto mode. To the left. Come left again. And then we'll go right between the cones. Good fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really good.
Come round to the right.
Right.
Yeah. Come into the open box again. Track control, can we have some water on the straight? Thanks. Now what I'm going to get you to do here, we'll do a lane change. We'll come down the left hand side at 30. Yeah, left hand side of the wet straight. So the wet straight's bordered by the spray jets. Yeah.
Yep.
Imagine they're the curbs, left and right. So we'll come down on the left hand side, 30 miles an hour. I'll ask you to stop. When I say stop, full on the brakes.
Yep.
When I say steer, I want you to stay on the brakes, steer across the other side, as if you're doing a lane change or moving across the other side of the road to avoid somebody that's pulled out in front of you.
So brake first, then turn right.
Yeah, but stay on the brakes when you steer. So all I'm going to say to you is stop, steer. That's what you hear
Okay.
from me.
Yeah.
All right, at 30 miles an hour, where you go? On the wet straight. That's it. On the wet straight.
Oh,
On
sorry.
the wet straight there. Go on, just keep going. Up to 30 miles an hour. And then when I ask you to stop, put on the brakes, stop, and steer to the other side. Now straighten up. Straighten up. There. That's it. You've done it.
I thought you were going to go to the left of the
No, they're using that as the road, so the
Oh,
curbs
like a
are the
left
yeah.
lane. Oh,
We're
right,
just
sorry,
staying on the
sorry.
wet straight. That's it. You achieved it. But the benefit is you can see how the ABS enables you to steer.
Yeah.
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 Whereas if you didn't have ABS, down to the stop junction. If you didn't have ABS, when you turn the wheel, nothing would have happened. Nothing would have occurred. So we'll go left. Let's clear and we'll take it back in.
I'll follow the little
Yeah,
button.
just follow the